It is still early.
Sleep a little more. I used to be a commando. I died in the line of duty. Then I transmigrated into this timeline. The original owner was the second princess consort. She was kidnapped by villains and died of fright. This isn't the modern.
Awake now, little lady. You're quite the looker.
Later, the commander of the brocade guard, Zhang Shuo. You've held him in your own arms. Zhang Shuo, he saved you from danger, spared your honor from being tarnished. In my view, why not betroth you to Zhang Shuo? The silver needle didn't change color, but that doesn't mean.
Madam suspects the wine, sent by the Dowager Empress.
Qing Dai, fetch the silver needle. This pigeon died after drinking the bestowed wine. Inspector John, please look into this.
I was merely following orders to deliver the wine. Someone must be trying to frame me and tarnish the Dowager Empress's reputation.
The wound on your back, it really doesn't bother you.
It won't interfere with our wedding night.
This marriage, born of scheming, truly begins from this night onward. Just like that. The Dowager Empress betrothed me to this red-robed living devil.
Does it hurt? Not really. From this day forward, you are Zhang Shuo's wife. Are you afraid?
From this day forward, you are Shi Lanian's husband. Do you regret it? In the cabinet behind the right side of the screen, there are clothes prepared for you, all sorted and organized. The top layer has a chilling ceremonial robe for the Jimu Palace, fumigated with pine and cypress incense. In the study, I've set out aged pu'er to refresh you and boria cakes. Next time, don't drink overnight cold tea. It is bad for your stomach. From now on, I am Madame John, the wife of the brocade guard commander, the mistress of the entire John estate. This cold, desolate manor, it ought to feel like a home.
You've gone to great trouble, my lady.
If there is anything I fail to think of, you let me know.
She didn't let the maids wait on me inside, because she knows I've never liked strangers getting too close. This woman always moves in silence, making a move that catches you completely off guard. Ever since yesterday, I've felt an overwhelming sense of peace. Is this what home feels like?
I don't know what filling you like. This basket has pepper and minced pork. This one beef and scallion. And this one shrimp with 3 delicacies.
I'm not picky. Anything works.
He ate with such ease. A man like this, having meals together in the future, wouldn't be unpleasant. My lord, your medicine is ready. A tonic to regulate the body. He saw the birth control medicine. I can't say anything, at least not now.
Is this really just a tonic? My lord, my lady. No need for such formalities in the mansion.
He is giving me ground. The red-clad king of hell, who terrifies everyone, is actually yielding to me on his own.
Father, mother, your son has brought his wife, Nishi, to Kato, before you. From this day forward, your name will be carved alongside mine in the Zhang family registry.
What is in it for me?
Of course, there is. I will protect you, as long as you stay in your place.
So, protection comes with strings attached.
Not strings, rules.
What rules? Probably just some feudal nonsense. How dare? You're the red-clad king of hell, but in front of me, you're just an innocent little virgin. Even though I never dated in my past life, with years of novels and short dramas under my belt, handling some backward dynasty, naive little man who has never seen the world is no problem at all. Let you play tough for a couple days. Sooner or later, you'll be groveling at my feet.
Greetings to the lord and lady.
Rise. Everyone in the mansion gets half a month's extra pay. See Manager Lee for the details later.
All matters of the household accounts, kitchen, and storerooms will be managed by the lady from now on.
Except for one thing, the main courtyard and the rear chambers. Without explicit summons, no one is allowed to enter. Anyone who violates this will be beaten to death.
The lady is speaking for our benefit.
Does my lord have any further orders?
Do as the lady says.
A feudal dynasty has its advantages. Men conquer the world. Women conquer men, and thus conquer the world. As for the head of the John family, I will be it. My lord, has there been any resolution on yesterday's matter?
The one disguised as a kitchen maid was a northern spy, uniquely by the Empress Dowager's side, however, was one of the Shen family's people, but the bottle of Zui Meng scent found on him bore the secret mark of the second prince's estate. The Shen family covered their tracks well and slipped clean away. This can only be buried as a scandal of the inner court. Yuna Shala died of a sudden illness.
The second prince is willing to be the scapegoat.
Word has it he has already gone half mad over you. Sui Mong San makes one appear dead. 3 hours later, the person wakes on their own. He meant to fake your death, then secretly move you out. Madness.
What the second prince wants isn't my life, it is me. John Shua will surely treat me with more courtesy, but the second prince has no scruples. If I fall into his hands, the consequences would be terrifying.
When we see the emperor shortly, we must stand together. But the empress and consort Qi may summon you alone. Be extremely cautious.
I understand, Commander. The lady has arrived at the palace gate.
Last night, skin against skin, this morning. A silent truce drawn between them. Now, facing the storm of the inner court. Her hand remains steady. She truly is no ordinary woman. With him by my side, I feel far more at ease.
Your subject, Jean Shua kowtows before your majesty, and the Empress Dowager. Raise your head. A fine-looking young man. I hear the wedding was yesterday. Quite the lively affair at your estate.
Last night, some troublemakers stirred chaos. Thanks to your majesty's blessings, no great disaster befell. Those involved were northern D agents. Lady Jia must have been frightened.
Thanks to your majesty and the Empress Dowager's blessings, your subject's wife is unharmed. But I regret that Prince Qi was disturbed, and I am deeply uneasy. She is steering the focus toward Prince Qi. Let the royals fight among themselves.
Handled it well. Those bracelets from the Empress Dowager. Have the imperial physician examine them before you wear them.
You suspect something?
Not suspicion. Just being cautious. You are my wife, and my weakness. I have too many enemies.
Even gifts have to be tested for poison. I suppose I'll have to be on guard from now on. Is this the world I'm going to face from now on?
Lords John, Lady John, please hold on. Her Majesty the Empress has an order. She requests Lady John to come to Kuning Palace. I'll wait for you in the carriage outside the palace gate.
Please lead the way, eunuch.
She walked in alone. I can't help but feel uneasy.
Your subject's wife, In Shi, kowtows to Her Majesty the Empress. Long live your highness. That is the limit of what etiquette allows. Blessings. She is deliberately humiliating me, making me kneel for so long. Then I'll just stand up on my own. Let her try to do anything about it. I didn't expect her to be that bold. She was just granted a marriage. If I punish her now, people will surely gossip. Have a seat. Rumor has it that the young lady of the Shi family is troubled over her marriage. The pearl of the leading scholarly family, marrying so far beneath her. It must be a grievance after all. So that is Consort Shu, who has been gaining favor lately. She's trying to use this chance to make things hard for me, to curry favor with the Empress. Your Highness said it yourself. It is just a rumor, so it must be untrue. The marriage was decreed by His Majesty and bestowed by the Empress Dowager. Such immense imperial grace. How could there be any grievance? I just feel for you, dear. Your subject's wife thanks your highness for your concern. But the word feel for, I truly dare not accept it. She is using imperial grace to shut me down, giving her no opening to find fault. I'm no pushover to be toyed with. Your subject's wife is young and inexperienced. If I've said anything improper, I beg the Empress and all the consorts to forgive me. But I know full well, having received such imperial favor, I must always remember a woman's duty and virtue. The outside world is full of noise. Words are hardly worth dwelling on, nor would I dare trouble your majesty with such matters. Oh dear, this Lady John is not someone easily pushed around. It is good that Lady John understands reason. Consort Shi, you two are overly anxious. You must be more careful with your words from now on. This concubine acknowledges her mistake. The granddaughter raised by that old foxy Ming Yuan is indeed no simple figure, since the commander has served the nation for years, and you two are now married. Continuing the family line is the top priority. This humble wife will keep that in mind. Bearing children from my husband is indeed my heartfelt wish, but my husband pities my youth, and knows the dangers women face in childbirth. He cannot bear to see me go through it too soon. Once my health is stronger, we can plan it properly in a year or two. Use Commander John's name as a shield for now. Commander John certainly knows how to cherish his wife. In that case, I have nothing more to say. I hope you two enjoy a harmonious marriage, and welcome good news soon. Her Majesty the Empress embodies grace. Your compassion for your subjects is like spring rain. This humble wife is deeply grateful. Today's teachings from your highness, I will hold dear to my heart. Upon returning home, I will discuss it thoroughly with my husband, so that your highness may hear good news soon, and be comforted. I still want to live it up. No way I'm getting pregnant that fast. Whoever wants kids can have them. I haven't had my fun yet. I am growing weary as well. You may all take your leave. First battle in the harem. I held my ground. Spread today's conversation far and wide. I want to see whether John Shua and this Lady John are truly of one heart and mind. The Empress brought up the matter of heirs today. Her words carried a clear sense of pressure, so I deflected by saying my husband pities my youth, and that after the recent attack, I haven't fully recovered my strength. What do you think, husband?
Well, answered. But, setting aside the Empress's move today, what was your original plan, my lady?
Shan Zhao, from the world's perspective, he may not be my ideal match, but I don't see it that way. You've treated me with respect and care, even if it started with calculation. You never treated me lightly. If from now on you truly give me what I ask for, only me and no one else, I would be willing to bear your children, just not right now. The situation right now is fraught with danger. A pregnancy now would be a burden and a risk. I'm still young, my body not fully developed. Childbirth too early takes a heavy toll. In a couple of years, it'll be safer. The fact that I've been taking contraceptive herbs, he has probably already caught on. Might as well come clean while I have the chance. Last night he said if I didn't want to, we'd stop. That gave me the courage to be honest.
You've got some nerve saying that. Your concerns aren't without merit. Now really isn't the right time. But when to carry on the family line? Ultimately, that is my call.
Fine. Whatever Lord John says. Modern day secret to handling your man. Men are all tough talkers with soft hearts. Men are like kids. You just have to humor them, as long as you keep them happy on the surface. The real decision-making power is still in my hands.
Shilanye. You sure know how to listen to me.
You scratch my back. And I'll scratch yours. The respect my husband shows me, I'll remember every bit of it.
No need to keep taking the contraceptive herbs. Every medicine has its side effects. Long-term use harms the body. I'll handle the birth control.
He'd actually go this far for me. Oh no. I think I'm actually starting to like this man.
She seems to really love burying her face in my neck.
Joshua looks like he fears nothing, but deep down, he is still an innocent little virgin. Watch me, with over 1,000 years of romance novel reading and senior audio drama critic experience, teach you what real husband taming looks like. I fell for you at first sight, my lord.
The #1 talented woman in the capital, now nestled so intimately in my arms. Would you say that is a privilege reserved just for me?
Humph. Look at her, probably feeling pretty smug about herself. Men and their little tricks, Joshua. You've already been conquered by this lady. Easy.
Any plans for the afternoon?
Feeling a bit tired. Thought I'd take a nap. We'll have dinner together. I had the kitchen prepare something you've definitely never tasted.
Okay. Hey, have these first 2 days of marriage been going smoothly? Me lord, me lady, if your heart isn't fully in it, try to be a bit more tolerant. Don't push too hard. Why is everyone so certain that Shilanyan must be unwilling? But my wife didn't shy away on our wedding night. She leaned in on her own in the carriage. That gentle kiss, that brushed my jaw. Why does that clash so completely with what everyone outside assumes? She prepared dinner. You should come over tonight too.
Husband, this must be Deputy Commander Xiang, right? You're mentioned often. Please, have a seat.
This humble officer Xiang presumes upon your hospitality, milady.
It is just an extra pair of chopsticks. No presumption at all. Please, Commander Xiang. Xiang Da is Jiang Shuo's most trusted subordinate. His view of me, to some extent, is how those closest to us judge this marriage. This meal tonight can't just be about the food. This is a Sichuan-style dish called boiled fish in chili oil.
That has got a kick.
Not bad. Pretty spicy, right? Pair it with this iced to sour plum drink. One hot, one cold, one fiery, one refreshing. That is how they complement each other.
This doesn't look like someone forced into a marriage. Milady is clearly putting real effort into this union. Seems I had it wrong. How did Milady come up with these novel dishes?
Just leafing through some old books in my spare time. Came across an ancient recipe. Thought I'd give it a try. He is getting bolder and bolder, but I don't mind it.
To you and Milady. The food was excellent. No need to go to such trouble from now on.
Husband, are you afraid I'm trying too hard to please you?
And if I am?
Then nothing. I'm happy to do it. So what if I'm deliberately trying to please you? I'm pleasing the man I chose myself. Who does that bother?
The wind's picking up. Let's head inside.
He is planning to stay here tonight. Didn't even ask if he could. Everything just fell into place, as if it was always meant to be. His beauty, right in front of you, it truly clouds your judgment. When a man who is always cold and hard shows that kind of vulnerability, it is more lethal than any deliberate seduction.
My lady, Time to rest. She didn't push me away. This estate used to have only cold walls and silent guards. Now, there is her.
8-pack abs. Here I come. Tonight, I'm gonna get real familiar with you guys.
My lady is awake. Would you like to go out today?
I want to learn horseback riding.
I'll come with you.
This pushy bastard. Just yesterday I praised him for being considerate. Overnight, his true colors show. Come back in a month. I won't let you in my room.
All right. No more fussing. This is Yunjui. Gentle by nature, great stamina, perfect for beginners.
I've got a master ancient transportation. Can't always rely on someone to carry me. That someone, right now, it is only him.
Let me demonstrate the mounting technique once. Watch closely. Drop your shoulders. Try again. Good.
More fun than I expected.
Dare to let him trot a bit. Keep your eyes forward. Relax your back. Move with his rhythm.
He is teaching me to ride. But why is he holding me so tight? This man is totally using this as an excuse to cop a feel, though being held by him isn't so bad after all. I wonder, Lady Shiyu, what weapon do you excel at? Qingyi. Shiyu. Close quarter, grappling, Shiyu, and you, Lady Qingyi, short blades, close combat, also skilled with a soft sword. Care to spar a couple rounds? Shiyu's skill runs deeper than I expected. The guards around the young master are no ordinary men. As for the young master's origins, I'm afraid it is far more complicated than a poor man joining the army. Well played. Melody.
Still want to learn. Seems the lady has mastered it. Time to pay the tuition.
Damn it. I should have held back a little, but she is so strong. Why is my mind getting foggier?
Don't move. Don't look up. She is trembling, but not from fear. There is a calm gleam in her eyes. My wife is more clear-headed than anyone at a life or death moment.
Holy crap. Who is getting in the way of this lady enjoying her premium massage? I'll never forgive them. Are you hurt?
The arrows are poisoned. Let's head back first.
Sir, 2 enemies in the northwest ridge are down. Tracking the shadowy figure. No remaining accomplices found. Damn it. I completely lost myself. In that moment, throwing all proper caution to the wind. In this life or any other, letting your guard down means death.
What are you thinking about?
Thinking about how you shielded me just now.
You are my lawfully wedded wife. Keeping you safe is simply my duty.
No sweet nothings. Just the plainest sense of responsibility. And that is fine. If you were truly a man well versed in romance, I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to hold myself together. Qingyi. What did you gather on Shiyu's martial arts? Neither side went all out, but her movements are sharp, and her reactions lightning fast. If she went all out, her skills would rival mine. What is her fighting style? Military combat and close protection training, deeply ingrained, but in some subtle details, there are traces of underground martial arts instruction. A top-tier guard like Shiyu, without the backing of a noble house, or the imperial court, such resources would be impossible. The young master comes from a poor background. By all logic, he shouldn't have a guard like this. Marquis Senyuan, Luang Ravine. The Emperor's exceptional promotion, a guardian of mysterious origins, beneath Jonshua's clear identity. What kind of past lies hidden? Don't investigate today's assassination attempt. And drop the matter of the young master's past, but stay alert. Today I exchanged a few moves with Qingying. Her martial arts are excellent. Her style sits between military combat and jianghu ambush tactics, but she held back, leaving room to observe, as if testing my usual techniques and where my power comes from. The one who was secretly investigating you earlier has been confirmed as a shadow guard by the lady's side. A man named Mo Yu, who acts with extreme caution.
So she really doesn't intend to stay a mere paw. Since Mo Yu wants to see, no need to hide from now on. Leave him some clues he is looking for. Those 2 bodies from today, how is the investigation going?
The military slave reform led to the arrows being tipped with poison from the Miao region in the southwest. No markings on the bodies. Iron rust and lamp oil residue under the fingernails. More like someone who spent years in a workshop or handling goods.
Keep digging. Focus on the capital shipyards and ironworks, and merchant houses with medicine and mineral trade ties to the southwest. Keep it low-key. Workshop spying Southwest poisons. Workshop spying. Southwest poisons. Reformed military slaves. There is a bigger force behind those hidden arrows. And my wife is investigating me too. Looks like the days ahead won't be peaceful. She also has a professional shadow guard by her side. You are startled today. Did you rest well through the night?
I'm fine.
When I came in just now, that presence hidden in the shadows was your guard.
You mean Mo Yu? Qingying takes the day shift. He takes the night. I gave orders. If you return to the room, they don't need to stand guard nearby. With my husband by my side, I'm safe naturally. Why have them linger and make things feel stiff? Shanshua said we have to get up early for the return visit tomorrow. Don't be too.
Don't be too what?
That jar of ointment I gave you. Have you had Shiyu apply it these past few days? Forgot. I'll go wash up. You change the sheets.
Damn. I think I'm getting more and more attached to her. Did she slip me something?
Why didn't you go for your morning exercise?
The morning court session resumes tomorrow. I wanted to spend a little more time with you today.
Why does his gaze feel like he wants to devour me? Looks like the little wolf cub is coming of age. Only.
One time. This isn't a warning. It is the final spark that ignites dry kindling.
Paying respects to the young master.
Raise your head.
Is he looking at Mo Yu with jealousy in his eyes? Grandfather once said these 2 were born with such striking looks. An ordinary household couldn't contain them. They'd only draw unwanted attention. Only by keeping them by our side would they not go to waste. And they'd better match the prestige of the commander's mansion, don't you think? Now that you've paid your respects, from now on, unless given specific orders, you need not always stay hidden in the shadows. Later, come with me back to the Duke Wen's mansion.
You look beautiful today, my lady.
And you look every bit the hero today, my lord. Let's go, my lord. I'm in your care, my lord.
Please, come in, my worthy son-in-law.
He has never let me down in matters of dignity. 3 cartloads of heavy gifts are answer enough.
Rise. Now that you are wed, you must always treat each other with respect and love, united in heart and purpose.
Under the scrutiny of the entire hall, she stands calmly by his side. This woman is far more clear-headed than anyone present.
Young Master Shu commands the Northern Bureau, truly accomplished at such a young age. We who study the classics
Can hardly match Shuo's decisive vigor, which wins the Emperor's favor.
Uncle, if I may, I beg to differ. My husband holds the Emperor's trust through loyalty, courage, and sheer skill. Why compare him to those who only preach empty benevolence? The art of governance requires both leniency and severity to show mercy to those who harm the nation. Is that not to indulge evil? If one studies a belly full of books, only to use them at family banquets, to sneer at loved ones who toil for the country, and take petty jabs at them, then those books were read straight into a dog's gut. Uncle, don't you agree? You. My lord, you've what Todd these days. Have some tea to unwind.
Thank you, my lady. She's not acting. She genuinely counts me as one of her own.
Have a seat, worthy son-in-law. Here in the hall today, that girl Lanyan, so reckless and heedless, all on her own. First time I've seen that since she came of age. Seems you've caught her eye, worthy son-in-law. My wife is a woman of passion, clear in her loves and hates. I, Sean, am fortunate to have caught her eye.
Those 4 words, spoken by an old duke as versed in reading hearts as he, carry a weight and meaning far beyond their surface. Lanyan carries the Shi family's inherited clarity and pride in her bones, more so than most men of ordinary metal.
She knows how to weigh matters, and is skilled in strategy.
Unless she truly approved in her heart.
No matter who you were, she might not have done so.
A woman of passion. Since you've entered her regard, whatever the origins of this marriage, the Xia family naturally stands behind you both. This is her choice.
And the Shi family stands.
The Xia family has picked a side. That old fox, Xi Mingyuan, he's played a masterful game of chess.
As for yesterday's incident at the Northern Riding Grounds,
I've already been informed.
any leads on the assassins?
The crossbows were a military issue, modified with poison origin unknown. Not rogue swordsmen from the Django, but trained death squads. The resources and wealth behind them. Their reach extends to the heavens. Goods shipped from the southwest. Did the Shen family 3 years ago take over the southern water transport and military arms supervision? Grandfather, you have complete command of court affairs. His Majesty approved it. This marriage, it carries hidden meaning. To check the Shen family, and to warn Prince Qi. To most people, it is nothing more than a cold political alliance. But worthy son-in-law, can this union truly be harmonious? That question, how much scheming lies behind it? Since she is my lawfully wedded wife, I will protect her for every single day, and grant her honor for every single day. That is a husband's duty. This grandson-in-law's depth of thought and steadiness of response far exceeded my expectations.
Remember what you said today. Lan Yin is now in your care.
Whether you like it or not, you're bound to the Shi family now.
My child, why put yourself through this? That is your elder being, so sharp and aggressive, won't do your reputation any favors, mother. It is precisely because I'm back at my natal home that I must be this way. If I don't stand up for my own husband and let others disrespect him, that is what would truly make people look down on me. He treats me with sincerity and protects me completely. It is only right that I return the same. John Shuo is my husband. Insulting him is insulting me. A daughter of the Shi family can be gentle, but must never be weak or easily bullied. Good. As long as you're happy. Your mother's heart can finally rest easy. Oh, by the way, in a few days, your cousin Tingshu will be coming to the capital. He is bringing your uncle to visit you. Ling Tingshu, a general's son who went into trade. I could use someone reliable and knowledgeable to scout the way. Nothing.
He just told me to make sure I protect you, and never let you suffer any wrong. Thank you, my dear, for getting me out of that today.
You protect me. And I protect you. Isn't that only natural?
Aren't you worried, my lady, that being tied to my boat means you can no longer stay out of harm's way?
From the day the imperial decree came down, I've been on your boat. If the boat sails well, I sail well. If the boat founders, could I really stay unscathed?
Cha, remember what you said today.
It was in that moment I realized that deep down, I wanted to be on this boat with him, weathering every storm together. Madam, that son-in-law of yours has no sense of restraint. Don't make such a fuss. His skin's just thin. Looks worse than it is. It'll fade in a couple of days. That ungrateful bastard of a man. But then I thought of certain moments last night. His tenderness was almost sincere. And that final embrace. Have you with complicated emotions? Forget it. Considering he wasn't entirely selfish in his pleasures. Prepare the bath water and add extra soothing herbs. Yes. Madam, the master's household physician, Dr. Wang, and Steward Lai from the outer courtyard are waiting outside. Sent Dr. Wang in.
Before the master left this morning, he specifically instructed me to come and take your pulse for your well-being. The master said you were tired from your visit home yesterday and noted you've been disturbed lately. You need proper care.
Taking my pulse. He is checking whether there are traces of contraceptive herbs in my body.
Madam, your pulse is steady and strong. No cause for concern.
One moment intimate, the next, silently laying traps. His mind is always so deep and unfathomable. Regardless, there is no evidence right now that he means harm. Qing Dai. Bring Steward Li in.
These are the deed records of all household servants, along with the keys to the various storerooms. Please review them, madam. In the chest are the income and expense details for the past year, and the ledgers from each department.
How long have you served in this household? Steward Lai?
Over 7 years, madam.
7 years. You're a veteran of the house, and someone the master trusts deeply. You handle matters with care and thoroughness. I'll keep the deed records. As for the keys, you'll continue to hold them. And how will I manage going forward? If anything is unclear, come ask me. The ledgers from the last few months, I'll look through them at my leisure. Take the rest back, madam.
This, the authority to manage the household, should rest with the mistress.
Let everyone stay in their proper place. From now on, for all matters inside and out, I'll rely on your diligence. Why didn't you take back the keys, madam? The authority to manage a household doesn't lie in keys. It lies in people's hearts and in the rules. I've just arrived. Forcing a takeover would only stir up trouble and make me look petty. For now, let them stay in their places. In time, everything will become clear. With a deed in hand, grasping the foundation, the keys return to the old registry, and the household is at ease. Balancing reward with punishment. Unhurried and composed.
Without her crisp, cool scent of green grass. Without those eyes of hers, sometimes cold, sometimes sly and playful. Without the way she looks at me, and the subtle ripples stirred in my heart. This body is soft, warm, and beautiful, yet it stirs not a trace of desire in me. No need. Wherever it came from, send it back exactly as it was. Double the silver, to seal their lips. The experiment has yielded results. The one who can easily stir my desires, from beginning to end, seems to be only that one person. What do you think? The lady's pulse is steady and strong. No signs of the common qi and blood stagnation that follows the use of contraceptive decoctions.
Nor any trace of long-term Jew or drug manipulation.
The world's toxins are bizarre and countless. Could there be one so deeply hidden that even you cannot detect it? Any toxin that enters the body must ultimately act upon qi blood and meridians. The pulse will inevitably leave traces. I examined the lady's pulse, pressing inch, gate, and cubit repeatedly. Her qi and blood flow pure and smooth throughout. Absolutely no sign of external invasion on this point. I stake my life. No trace of contraceptive decoctions. No signs of Jew toxins either. The body is so honest. The heart so unsettled. Yet not caused by external forces. That makes it all the more dangerous. What do you make of it? The lady's move is shrewd. With the divine artifact in hand, grasping the foundation, the keys return to the old registry, and the household is at ease, keeping the ledgers to observe what follows. Balancing reward with punishment, unhurried and composed. Since it has been handed to the lady, matters of the inner household. Follow the lady's wishes first. If she asks about the old registry accounts, you only need to say some expenses are tied to official affairs and cannot be itemized in the household records. If the lady has doubts, tell her to come ask me directly. A gentle, gradual infiltration and control, knowing how to use people. She knows how to strike a balance. She knows how to hold on to what matters most, while still leaving enough room to breathe. This political wisdom far surpasses that of an ordinary woman of the inner chambers, like Shi Lanyan. Shi Lanyan really didn't disappoint me. When to move back to the main quarters no longer requires any deliberation. After last night, what would her reaction be? Embarrassed anger? Feeling wronged? Calm acceptance? This feeling of not being able to predict something is extremely rare. But deep within that uncertainty, a faint trace of anticipation quietly began to take root. The madam prepared plain water.
After washing up, I prefer plain water. Qing Feng's monthly allowance is 30 taels. She uses 35 taels. I was thinking whether Qing Ying and Mo Yi's monthly pay should also be raised.
They are your personal shadow guards. Their pay comes directly from your private accounts. Don't shortchange your own expenses, just to subsidize them.
No need for you to worry about that, my lord. Since we're on the subject of monthly allowances, what should my allowance be as the wife of the commander?
How about 100 taels a month?
200 taels.
She was clearly asking for money. Yet there wasn't a trace of greed in her expression. Instead, there was an open, confident boldness. Fine. Then the wife, gets 200 tails. Are you still feeling unwell today?
What if I am? What if I'm not?
My wife is angry with me.
Dr. Wang came by today to check my pulse. Jianshuo, there is something I've been meaning to ask you. You said before that you'd handle the matter of preventing pregnancy. How exactly did you handle it?
I took medicine.
Husband, a child is still something the two of us share. If one day you decide to stop taking that medicine, please be sure to tell me in advance.
All right.
My husband is so good to me. He took medicine to prevent pregnancy. That sense of responsibility far exceeded what I had anticipated. John Shuo, what kind of man are you, really?
Well then, does my wife have a reward for me? She asked. Her eyes are clear as still water. This woman truly doesn't care about the little secrets buried in political scheming, or is she simply too proud to bother with them?
Sir, my moon cycle has come.
Go to sleep. Every single time. She pulls this on me at the most critical moment. I'm keeping a tally of this.
This is a new bookkeeping method I've drafted. Re-enter last month's details in this format. If any daily expense unit price changes by more than 2 coppers, you must report the reason to me immediately and mark it.
Yes, madam. This old servant will see to it at once.
2 coppers may seem trivial, but it could be a sign of market shifts or servants cooking the books. What I want is absolute control over every detail. Qingyi. That lightness skill of yours, can I learn it? Lightness skill requires building a foundation from childhood. At your age, it is no longer suitable. Pushing too hard could injure you.
If you want to get stronger, mistress, I can teach you some gentler methods.
Then, what can I practice? Horse stance, lunge stance, kicks, shuttle runs, plum blossom stakes, dodging drills. What I want isn't just a skill to survive. It is a body that can withstand any storm. The road ahead. I won't walk it relying only on the man's protection. Starting tomorrow, you'll train with me. I heard there is a hidden weapon in the martial world called a wrist blade. Small and concealable, can fire in an instant. Can you get me one?
Yes. The standard ones are too weak, and the range is too short. It needs to be redesigned. I can try drafting a blueprint.
3 requirements. 1. Easy to use, easy to conceal, and lethal in one strike when it counts. Use the best materials. Don't worry about the cost. As for the craftsman, I'll figure that out. I'm not trying to become a master. 2. I just want one more card in my hand. My life can't depend entirely on others protecting me. Understood, mistress. Baiji, bring me my dowry list. Qingyin, find me some books, travel journals from various regions, and grab a few street market storybooks while you're at it. Lean on a mountain, and it may crumble. Rely on people, and they may run. Only when you are truly strong yourself can you hold the reins. First step, no. Take stock of what you have and understand the real situation. Second step, build, systematize your physical training. You can't rely on just one way to stay alive. Third step, stand. Have something that, stripped of titles, still lets you hold your ground.
This is yours, my lady. The ledger and cash flow portion. Starting this month, reorganize it along the same lines. Only borrow the framework. The content stays encrypted as per the usual rules. Yes, her method cuts through the noise. That is the real value. It is not about ruling the household through authority. It is about ruling it through methodology.
My lady reviewed the ledgers and made spreadsheets this morning. In the afternoon, she went to the rear quarters. She had Qingyin find some geography records, and slipped in a few street-level storybooks too.
Geography records and storybooks. One speaks to the shape of the world. The other hides the pulse of the common folk. What is she hoping to see in them? Or rather, what is she planning to do with them? The 7th technique is interesting. This method is worth a try. Why are you resting so early today?
worked my body a bit this afternoon, trying out those methods from the booklets for the first time. Got a little worn out. You drew this yourself? A general is buried in there. Yet, he only gets 5 taels of reward.
Miss, the young master just headed toward that courtyard in the northeast corner.
How do you know?
I followed him for a stretch at a distance. I noticed his pace was about 3/10 slower than usual, and he stopped several times, as if fearing some hidden trouble in the estate might put you in danger, miss. So I took the liberty of tailing him for a bit.
Who gave you that order?
I overstepped. Please punish me, miss.
How do your martial arts and stealth compare to the young master's?
Far inferior.
You know, you're my person. If the young master had caught you today, it wouldn't be you paying the price. It would be me. Did you think about that?
This subordinate was foolish. Only thinking of easing your worries, miss, but nearly made a grave mistake and put you in harm's way instead.
You'll be punished, that is for sure. But remember this, in this household, staying still is more reckless than acting rashly. Not seeing clearly is safer than seeing wrong. If there's a next time, then you need not follow me anymore. Moi's loyalty is commendable. But if this recklessness isn't corrected, it will sooner or later become a fatal flaw. I can't afford to lose him, and I certainly can't be the cause of his downfall.
This subordinate will remember. I will never make the same mistake again.
I sought out Dr. Wang and asked about my husband's daily routine. He said your spleen and stomach are out of balance from irregular meals. From now on, I'll prepare a meal box for you every day and send it over. Let's get your stomach back in order first.
It is just an old ailment. The office has a kitchen. I'll make do with whatever's there, if you don't mind the trouble.
What trouble would that be? That courtyard in the northeast corner. Why did he slow his pace several times? What is hidden in there? This is a wrist crossbow moyu designed to my measurements. But I've struggled to find a skilled craftsman. Could you arrange it on my behalf, sir?
An ingenious design. What do you need this for?
A tool for survival. The more the better.
I will have it in 5 days. The blade cleaves water, forged with cloud iron, cuts through steel like mud. Since you're determined to train in martial arts, then use this one. This blade is extremely sharp. Be very careful when practicing with it. She wants a crossbow and a blade, building her defenses step by step, stacking the odds in her favor. Should I be proud of her vigilance, or ache for her unease?
I'm still a beginner. Using such a divine weapon would be a waste.
Take it. Just use it.
Your Majesty. It is just that. At this moment, it feels so.
Did I hurt you? From now on, come whenever you wish. No need to announce yourself. This door has never been opened to anyone. And yet, she barged in without even knocking.
He only went to the courtyard in the northeast corner once. Why, after returning, did his expression become so troubled and uneasy? His whole body was trembling. By day, this man is the unshakable commander of the Imperial Guard. But at this moment, he is as fragile as a shard of frozen ice. All I can offer is silent company in the darkness. Silly. Hungry? Let me have them prepare some light late-night snacks.
You should go back and rest.
Then, finish your documents early and come back to the room. I'll wait for you. The master has retired. Unless it is urgent, do not disturb his peace.
Understood, my lady.
I intended to investigate, but the truth was sharper than expected. This is no mere romance. It can only be a tragedy of loved ones in peril. Old wounds cutting to the bone. I took advantage of his sudden breakdown. When a man accustomed to controlling everything shows vulnerability only in front of you, that feeling is dangerous and intoxicating. Like glimpsing a trembling flower at the edge of an abyss. It makes you want to reach out and warm him. Shilanian, have you fallen in love with him? in this treacherous game of chess if you stake your heart first. Aren't you afraid? Hungry? Keep me company and eat something.
Tomorrow, I'm accompanying His Majesty to the Western Hills hunting grounds. About 7 or 8 days.
Just about 2 days. My cousin is coming to the capital. I need to leave the estate to meet him.
I'll leave Qingfeng behind.
No need to have Qingfeng follow you. The hunting grounds need capable hands more. I'll be in the city, not going far. Don't worry.
Even the city isn't completely safe. Be cautious in your actions. Recover soon.
3 days. I actually miss him a little.
In the past, after the master left that courtyard, his demeanor would stay somber for days. But today, there is less heaviness, and a hint of lightness.
I almost want to praise the new lady of the house, quietly setting up a longevity shrine.
I've heard. You and your new wife get along quite well. Thanks to your Majesty's gracious matchmaking, Lady Shi is gentle and well-mannered. She and I maintain proper decorum and mutual respect. You've truly settled down and built a career. Now that you're married, it is time to think about heirs. The sooner you expand the family, the more stable and prosperous your household will be. Shangshu, you are my most trusted close minister. Since I arranged this marriage, I naturally hope you two will be harmonious. But if that she-woman lacks propriety and proves unworthy as a match, you need not suffer in silence. Report it to me then, and I'll select another virtuous woman for you, to be granted as a concubine. Matters of the inner household, I will handle properly myself. I dare not trouble your majesty with such trifles. Granted a concubine. Huh. If she found out, she'd probably smile and reply, "Then my lord, you'd better ask me first if I agree." That woman would never tolerate such a thing. This hunting expedition, without bringing your new wife along, makes the royal family seem rather cold-hearted. The hunting grounds concern your majesty's safety. I dare not be distracted. My wife fully understands this. Once we return to the capital, I can have my wife socialize more with your lady. The crown prince is making the first move. This hunting ground scheme is just the beginning.
You two should have a taste. Miss, this liquor is surprisingly fierce and potent. For this to succeed, the pottery mo you found and the improvements by Lending Guan were indispensable. Go collect 5 taels of silver as a reward. If I were to open a hidden liquor shop, which of you two could take on the management role? No. Rush on this. Think it over. On your own first. The high-proof liquor is done. The distillery just needs a reliable person to run it. Qingying is straightforward. Mo Yu is quick-witted. Who can shoulder this responsibility?
It has been a while. Cousin Lan Yin, you shine with such brilliance now. I almost didn't recognize you.
Cousin, your presence is even more impressive than before.
This was made by a retired master craftsman, specially commissioned by my father for you. It can pierce armor within 30 paces. Father said having something to rely on brings peace of mind.
My uncle truly understands me. Jewels may please the eye, but they are ultimately external things. Only the strength you hold in your own hands is the confidence that never fades in life. I hear you travel far and wide, cousin, with quite a vast business. What trades do you mainly deal in?
Nothing more than moving southern goods north, and northern goods south, mere common wares, seeing the local customs, and earning an honest penny, that is all.
You must have quite an extensive network of trade routes. Cousin, indeed.
The way of commerce lies in the constancy of profit and advantage. This cousin's ambitions go far beyond the inner chambers. Interesting. What? What a fierce wine, extremely pure, with a powerful kick. The aroma is bold and unapologetic. In all my years of drinking, nothing compares to this. For a brew of this caliber, 50 taels a jar. A connoisseur wouldn't balk at the price.
But what if it were a limited release, with only a few jars each month, available exclusively through select channels?
My cousin knows the art of hoarding. Rare goods for profit. Handled properly, it could be elevated to a celestial brew. And 100 taels a jar is entirely possible. Then this wine becomes more than just wine. It becomes status, connections, and favors.
I brew this wine exclusively myself, releasing only 5 jars a month, at 200 taels per jar sold directly to you. Cousin, this price lasts for only 2 years. After that, I will give you the complete brewing formula, free of charge. As a gift, once the formula is in your hands, I'll only take a 20% cut of total profit.
First, lock in exclusivity and high margins with a premium price. Then, give the formula for long-term dividends. Each step linked to the next, binding short-term gains with long-term benefits, with flawless precision. This is not a framework a sheltered young lady could devise. There's another way we could partner. I'll buy the formula outright for 20,000 taels in silver, money and goods settled in full. From then on, whenever I brew with this formula, all profits are mine. I'll still give you a permanent 20% stake for free.
He precisely zeroed in on my more urgent need, a massive, immediately available pool of startup capital. That cousin really knew what he was doing. He not only saw through the core of his own proposal, but also precisely pinpointed my more pressing need. This matter is of great importance. Allow me to think it over carefully. Before my cousin leaves the capital, I will give you my answer.
Of course.
20,000 taels of silver in cash can truly get my resources moving, but the timing for handing over the formula must be chosen carefully. Miss, something happened with a second branch of the Shi estate. A maid who served in the second master's study climbed into Master Shi's bed when it came to light. The second madam was furious. Master Shi flew into a rage. He has already ordered the maid beaten to death. Was there anything special about that maid? Her name was Liwar, houseborn servant. Her parents died early. The second madam personally picked her for the study. She was very pretty. Her older brother recently had drinks a few times with a distant relative from the third branch who handles purchasing. The third branch? My third uncle? Yes. A few days ago, he even argued with Master Shi over it. A houseborn maid, without someone behind her egging her on. She wouldn't have dared to do something like that. If the bed climbing succeeds, it splits the first branch. If it fails, it drains the first branch's energy. Either way, someone benefits. And beating her to death is the cruelest way to stop the bleeding. It cuts off any leads for investigation. Have our people at the Shi estate keep a close watch on the second and third branches. That Liwar's brother investigate him thoroughly. Her name is IG. Prepare some calming herbs. Send them back to the Shi estate in my name, to my mother. Don't say anything. Just let her know that I know. And I have it all in hand, having received such great kindness. It is only right to repay it. 3 days, and I actually miss him a little. The thought caught me off guard. Mayu. What do you think of the two options? How do you see it?
In my humble opinion, young Master Ling's proposal is even more striking. 20,000 taels of silver can be secured up front, with another 20% profit to be expected down the road. It seems more favorable to you, miss.
Why still hesitate?
On the surface, that does appear to be the case. But do you know why I insisted on keeping the 2-year operating rights in the first place?
You want to build a steady, long-term stream. Or perhaps you don't trust handing over the secret formula, Moyu.
Handing over the formula is only a matter of time. Because what I'm after has never been the quick profit of a single jar of wine. What I value more is the complete process of transitioning brewing control, so that you all gain true experience and growth. The ones I truly trust as confidants, and can stand on their own, are only you and Xingying. Protecting my life is certainly crucial, but helping me truly establish myself and possess the power to not be manipulated is equally vital. I need my own eyes and ears, my own sources of wealth, my own inner circle. What I want is not just a Moyu who draws his blade when danger strikes, but a Moyu who can take charge of affairs and see through the crux of interests. Your vision needs to rise beyond the clash of blades. Learn to weigh options and strategize.
Miss.
There is no rush on this matter. Discuss it with Xingying first. You may go.
Yes.
Xingying excels at close protection. Moyu's meticulousness and ingenuity can be cultivated into managerial talent. I need my own inner circle. The path ahead will never be confined to the inner chambers of the John estate. I wonder what he is doing right now. Whether he ever thinks of those in the household.
The evidence is conclusive. Take him away.
How dare you? Do you know who it is you're arresting? He is the legitimate son of Lin Huanji, general of the town pacifying army. He is the cousin of me, Shi Lan Yin. He is a close relative of the maternal family of the commander's lawful wife. The northern garrison, on nothing but baseless accusations, you seize the descendant of a military family, as if apprehending a notorious outlaw, Zhao Baizhong. What you've done today is either a disregard for national law or a deliberate humiliation of an official family's dignity. Apricot Grove Street. This round came harder than expected. But I will not back down.
Lin Tingshu, the Northern Bastille is here on official orders to arrest you. Come out. On what grounds? What law have I broken? Save the talk. Plead your case in the dungeon. Take him away.
Stop.
Madam John, the Northern Bastille is conducting official business.
Please, step aside. Do you know? The man you're holding right now is a legitimate son of General Lin Huangji. He is my cousin by blood and a close relative of the commander's wife's family. They knew my cousin's identity all along, yet they still came. This is no coincidence. This is a targeted attack.
Madam, by blocking us, are you trying to shield a relative?
Conviction for shielding requires solid evidence. Where is the accuser? Where is the formal complaint? Where is the warrant? If you want to take my cousin from before my eyes, you'll have to walk over me first.
Tell me. It is just one arrest. Why the delay?
This man has arrived. His presence is several times more menacing than Commander Zhao's. The real danger starts now.
Madam Zhao, I am Li Fei, Chiliard of the Northern Bastille. If you insist on obstructing the Imperial Guard, we have royal authority to execute first and report later. That is an option.
No room to retreat. So the only way is to take down the leader first. Chiliarch, Li, quite the air of authority. What if I said, Chiliarch Lai, you're not here for justice, but driven by lust, hiding behind official duty, with the real intention of assaulting me? You. No room to retreat. Take down the leader first. One move to end it. He never saw it coming. That a frail woman would strike without warning. That was my only chance to win. Now. Leave him alive. Next. Time to clean up the mess.
Cousin, what you did today truly leaves me speechless.
Cousin. Had I not happened to be here today, what would you have done?
Cause chaos. My people would have seized the chance to get me out. I would never let myself end up in the Imperial prison.
He had a card up his sleeve, but he wasn't lying. Damage control is what matters now. Qingyi. Go to the Shi estate immediately and see grandfather. Report everything to him exactly as it happened. Then go to the Shunqin prefecture and beat the drum to file a complaint. What should I say? Say Li Qian attacked me. Li Qian who, under the guise of official duty, forced his way into a private residence. Moved by lust, he tried to assault me. To defend myself, I had no choice but to fight back. File a complaint first to seize a narrative. Let his posthumous reputation shield me from trouble too. Li Qian, you brought this on yourself. Moyu, ride to the western hunting grounds at once and see the young master. Make sure to tell him, Li Qian is dead by my hand. The scene has been staged to look like he came with ill intent and was killed in self-defense. A witness was left alive. Tell the young master, I'm fine. He doesn't need to rush back. The hunting grounds come first. But the waters in the capital have been stirred up. He should be aware.
Spare me, madam. I know nothing. It is Wang Wu, his mother, sick, and he begged me to cover his shift.
Do you know why I kept you alone? He's been backed into a corner, just one last push away. Make him understand that, following me, is his only way out. If you talk, I'll guarantee your wife and daughter's safety. If you don't, Li Qian is dead. The Northern Bastille needs someone to take the fall. You think they'd let the only survivor walk free? You might want to think it over again. That Li Fei is nothing but a centurion. How dare he act so recklessly without any restraint, openly seizing the legitimate son of the General of Genuine.
Madam, you see clearly. Bai and his men did act suspiciously today. There is no way they can just grab someone, without even asking what happened first. They must have been abusing their authority. Li the Centurion said you were beautiful, madam, and even reached out to pull you. Bai tried to stop him. They got into a fight. And that is when things turned physical. I was scared out of my wits. I hid behind the pillar in the corridor.
Sounds plausible enough. However, when the authorities go to Singlan Lane to investigate later, every single elite guard in that courtyard is dead. Yet you're the only one who survived. You're the sole living witness.
Madam, please save me. Your servant Zhao Shen lives in Lushi Alley on the west side of town. I have a wife and a 3-year-old daughter at home. I'd lay down my life for you, madam. I only beg you to keep my wife and daughter safe. Words alone mean nothing.
What I need is a witness smart enough to know what to say and what not to say. I can.
I'll say exactly what you tell me to, madam. I won't say a word more.
Remember what you said today. Steward Lee, have 2 reliable men. Go to Lushui Alley and quietly move his family to the villa on the western outskirts. Take good care of them. Not a word of this is to leak out, cousin. As for this testimony from the sole survivor, how exactly it should be worded will require your careful attention, cousin.
I'm grateful for your arrangements, cousin. Cousin, you said earlier to muddy the waters, so that those who want to stir trouble and those who want to keep the peace would all prefer to let it blow over quietly. But what if someone refuses to let it go?
Then, make them realize that refusing comes at a far greater cost.
This cousin of mine acts with such decisiveness. Her ruthlessness is chilling. Yet when it comes to details, she is so meticulous and thorough. She is truly a remarkable woman.
He is scared, but fear alone isn't enough. I need him to stand by my side, willingly, trade his family's safety for his loyalty. The survivor has turned. The testimony has a writer. First step of damage control done. Closed loop. What do you make of today's events?
My trip to the capital, on the surface, it is about business. But in truth, my father has fallen under suspicion in the north. Partnering with cousin on the brewery is one goal. Gauging the political winds is another. The fact that Lefei dared to move against me today suggests they're testing the Lin family. There is more to it.
If you'd actually been locked up in the Imperial prison, even for just a few days, once word got out, how would the Lin family react? How would his Shi family see it? My husband, as the commander, his very office would be implicated in the framing. Seeds of distrust would inevitably be sown. Someone doesn't want to see the Lin, Shi, and John families form any kind of alliance or understanding through this marriage.
A wedge tactic. Cousin sees things clearly here in the capital. A classic strike at the heart. If you hadn't acted decisively today, they might well have gotten away with it. Killing Lefei on the spot was satisfying. No doubt. But now the authorities will investigate. And the Northern Bastille will push back. Do you have a plan?
They made their move while my husband was out of the capital, without even bothering to put up a proper front. That is arrogance. And it is also a weakness. Stir the pot completely. Those looking to rise, and those looking to keep the peace, will both prefer to let this blow over quietly.
So, Cousin Splade had a plan behind it all along. She accepted the assessment of being far-sighted. But I clearly saw her fingers curl for a split second. Was that strike truly calculated? Or a desperate gamble?
The courage was real. But in that moment, I had no time to think it through. Most of it was cold reasoning. Afterward, let him think that. The master has been briefed on everything. He says proceeding with your plan for now is viable. He asks you to return home in a couple of days to discuss in person. Understood. No matter how late Moyu returns, bring him to me immediately. Step 1. Turn a witness. Step 2. The ministry's already arranged. Step 3. Wait for word from John Shua. This game has only just begun.
What about Commander Jia? You killed a battalion commander of the Northern Bastille today, as the head of the embroidered uniform guard. He must be in a difficult position.
He'll be fine.
So it seems you and the commander have found your way of getting along. Far deeper and more motsu than mere mutual respect.
Cousin, the priority now is to play this act out flawlessly, without a single misstep.
Let us end today's discussion here. You need your rest as well. The coming days will not be peaceful. Cousin, that strike of yours today, I truly admire it. But from now on, please take care of yourself. Drawing a blade is easy, sheathing it is the hard part.
He won't do anything. I said those 4 words with too much certainty, but I genuinely believe it. Shan Shua won't hold this against me. The master has ordered that you return to the estate in a couple of days to discuss matters in person. Grandfather wants to gauge the winds himself. Grandfather's personal counsel, John Shua's stance. 2 moves on the board will decide the direction of this game. All I need to do is wait. As for Moyu, no matter how late he returns, have him come see me immediately.
Yes. Sir, Moyu requests an audience. He says it is urgent. Enter. Your subordinate Moyu greets you, sir. This matter concerns your wife, and involves the northern garrison. I must report in secret. Stand guard outside the tent, Qingfeng. No one comes within 10 paces. This afternoon. The lady went to Ling Gong's private residence on Xingling Street. Li Fei, the 1,000 household commander of the northern garrison, led his men in and forcibly seized things under fabricated charges. The lady stepped in to stop them. Li Fei pressed in close and let his killing intent slip to defend herself. The lady struck Li Fei's vital point with Duan Shui. He died on the spot. Yes. One strike. Fatal. Li Fei was no pushover. How did the lady get close enough? The lady took a step forward on her own, closing the distance. Li Fei didn't dodge. He was contemptuous, or thought he had everything under control. The lady spoke, accusing him of being driven by lust. He was enraged, his mind shaken. The entree was already out, piercing straight through his heart, at incredible speed, an incredibly sharp angle, with no warning at all. Thinking it over carefully, the reason the lady succeeded comes down to the sheer element of surprise. Everyone present, including myself, never expected the lady to have defensive skills, and even less expected her to strike with a single decisive blow. Precisely because everyone froze for that split second. We were able to seize the moment and clear the scene. The situation on site, from start to finish. Tell me in detail. Leave nothing out. Understood.
They intended harm, set an ambush, but we turned it against them and killed them. There are survivors in custody. They're being held under strict guard.
A commander can be replaced. If killed, a case can be retried. If it falls apart. But if she gets hurt, nothing can ever make up for that. Is the lady injured? Hit the mark. The first question you asked was whether the lady was hurt. Seems I needn't worry.
About how much she means to you.
The lady is unharmed. She instructed me to report. First, she is fine. She asks you to focus on the hunting grounds. The waters in the capital have already been stirred. Be aware of that. Li Fei showed his killing intent first. She had no choice. Though this is trouble. It also counts as pulling out a thorn for you. Qingfa, take a squad. Ride back to the capital tonight. Set up camp at a hidden spot outside the city. Use the covert network to monitor how this case unfolds, especially inside the Northern Garrison Command and the Shen family and Second Prince's estates. Moyo, give this to the lady. Deputy Commander Zhao Qi of the Mansion Guard recognizes this token. Seeing it is like seeing me. If she is ever in danger, she can use this token to mobilize personnel directly. Tell her, nice work with the blade. Stay steady. I'll be back.
My lord, what strikes me most about today's actions isn't the outcome, but the choice itself. Most people facing those in power would try to maneuver and stall first, but the lady used the most straightforward and most lethal approach on the battlefield, striking straight at the head. One blow to throw the ranks into chaos. This requires a killing instinct that is almost primal.
So she not only thought of killing, but also knew exactly how to do it. And after the kill, she knew how to clean up, even turning it to her advantage. A woman raised in the inner chambers, versed in such matters, with a mind so deep. At that farmhouse, outside the capital.
When you first met the lady, Missy was bound by thugs, yet seized the moment to fight back, crippling one and wounding another.
She had that same ferocity even then. Only she lost due to sheer strength, like a cornered beast.
It wasn't something sudden. She has always been this way. My lord, the lady's mind and methods are beyond ordinary. If there is ever...
No need to overthink. This matter ends here. I'll weigh it myself.
You're weighing it yourself, is it? Weighing the situation? Or weighing the lady?
Miss, I'm here on orders. The Lord instructed that all matters in the capital proceed as you planned. Be cautious. Keep a low profile. Guarding the estate is merit enough. The Lord also said the blade was well used. Hold it steady until I return.
Did he say? When he'd be back?
My oversight. I didn't ask.
Never mind. You've worked hard. Go rest. The blade was well used, praising my decisiveness in killing. About me executing Li Fei, he didn't seem angry. No, resentment. Hold steady until I return. That is reassurance. Still, a warning.
Your servant John Shuo begs to confess his guilt. This afternoon, Li Fei, the chillier of the Northern Garrison, abandoned his post and forcibly barged into the private residence of General Genuin's legitimate son. My wife happened to be present and stepped forward to dissuade him. Li Fei, under the guise of official duty, was driven by lust and attempted to assault my wife to protect herself. My wife's guard subdued him in self-defense. Li Fei died by accident. My wife has already reported the incident and awaits the official investigation. Li Fei's beastly conduct has insulted my household and tarnished the dignity of your majesty's marriage decree. I have failed to discipline my subordinates. I beg your majesty to punish me severely. Lady Shi has been through quite an ordeal.
The dignity of the imperial marriage decree must indeed be upheld. If Li Fei's crimes are confirmed, strip him of his rank and title, and proclaim his offenses to all. Your request is granted.
I humbly beg your majesty to use this as a proper opening to investigate the long-standing corruption in the Northern Garrison. I am willing to atone for my crimes through service.
Huang Lihai, convey my imperial edict. Regarding the case on Xinglan Street, the Shenzhen Prefecture shall preside over the trial, with the Ministry of Justice and the Court of Judicial Review assisting in a joint tribunal. You shall return to the capital tonight to deliver the decree in person.
Your servant accepts the decree and gives thanks. That daughter of the Shar family is truly unexpected. That word unexpected from your majesty. I wonder if it is praise or wariness. This Lady Zhang's courage might be even more of a headache than her husband.
Certain as can be. So certain, it cost us a chiliarch.
So certain, it triggered a joint tribunal. So certain, it is the talk of the town. That she-woman must be hiding something. This was a deliberate silencing. Li Fei is dead. Dead man, tell no tales. What remains is Xu Lanyan and Zhao Shun, who is under his control. Evidence, witnesses, logic, all of it now tilts to their side. Our priority now is damage control. Ming Chen is right. Li Fei must remain just Li Fei.
A man blinded by greed, acting alone. Cut every loose end completely and immediately.
Father says there is no other choice, but I can't shake this feeling. If we keep going down this path, the Shen family will pay a far heavier price than expected. That daughter of the Shi family killed a chiliarch with her own hands, and still managed to command the infantry afterward. Zhang Shuo married her. Like a tiger, with wings. Should we send word to the palace? The Empress Dowager's edict couldn't have been clearer. She is warning us not to overreach. Now that things have turned out this way, not only will we get no protection, she'll think we're insatiable. No need to visit your grandfather either. He'll only tell us to play it safer. The Shen family's future has to be fought for by ourselves.
I understand, Father.
Your subordinate, Zhao Qi, paying respects to the lady.
The master entrusted this to me. His order is to see me, as if seeing him in person. From this day forward, you and your elite unit answer directly to me.
Your subordinate obeys the master's command.
The mansions are rotations, stay as they are. No need to change them for me. But these are unusual times. From this moment on, inside and outside the mansion, anything out of the ordinary, no matter how big or small, report directly to me. Rest assured, my lady. Commander Zhao, the man brought in yesterday, Zhao Xin, along with his family, is now officially under your full custody. You must seal off all contact in and out. Absolutely no unauthorized person gets near them. Understood. In the coming days, I may travel, so for my protection, you'll personally plan the routes, combining visible and covert measures. Finalize it right before departure. Don't leak it to a third party in advance.
Rest assured, my lady. I'll handle it personally. I won't let a single gap in security slip through.
For the finer details, coordinate closely with Qingying and Moyu. They're always by my side. They'll catch the subtle things more easily than you will. He not only gave me his trust, but also a blade. This man, always at the most critical moment, puts exactly what I need into my hands. Under Zhang Shuo's rule, orders are law, no questions asked. Now, this elite force is in my hands. I'm not afraid of what is coming anymore. Court.
Bring the involved parties to the courtroom.
My grandfather's very presence is a support, weighing 1,000 pounds.
Lin Tingshu, recount the events of that day from the beginning. Speak nothing but the truth. On what charge did Commander Zhao arrest people? How did my cousin question the procedure after Li Fei entered? His words were harsh. He pressed harder and harder until the conflict finally erupted.
Besides you and Lady John, who else can bear witness? This Officer Zhao and the rest of Li Fei's men.
Unfortunately, the others all perished in the chaos. Zhao Shan, you are the only survivor from that day. Tell us everything you saw and heard, and speak truthfully. Your Honor, please see clearly. That day, Commander Li grew suspicious. He charged at the lady and tried to lay his hands on her. In the chaos, blades have no eyes. Commander Li ran right into the sword. I was knocked out cold and barely survived. Every word is true. Lady Zhao, do you have anything to say?
What I said matches what my cousin and Officer Zhao have testified. He broke the law. He made the first move. He forced the situation. I had no choice but to defend myself. Grandfather sat there like a silent mountain. With him there, no matter how straight I stand, I have nothing to fear.
This woman truly lives up to being Xi Mingyuan's own granddaughter.
First round, testimonies align, but the real test hasn't come yet.
The second prince has arrived. With such a lively scene, why didn't anyone inform me? Mother, I will not break off the engagement.
Is it Xi Lanyan you can't let go of? Or the Xi family?
Both. Your son, if I can't even protect the woman I want, how can I speak of contending for the throne?
In the fight for the throne, the worst thing is letting the emperor see how much you want it.
Rang Ye can only be mine. Who does Zhang Shuo think he is? He is not worthy. She was meant to be mine. Unless absolutely necessary, I won't hurt Lan Ying. But if Xi Lanyan marries Zhang Shuo, and what if the crown prince takes Zhang Shuo under his wing? They force my hand. The Shen family lost the position of the crown prince's consort. Someone has to disrupt the dowager scheme. The wedding at the Dawn estate is already done. How dare they? The wedding is done. Then let's make sure she can't settle into her role as Lady John. Zhao Shang, do you recognize this?
This is a pouch my wife made.
Why is it in your hands? Where's my wife?
The second prince is pressuring Zhao Shan through his family. I need to give him a foothold immediately. Zhao, this is a court of law, a place of solemn justice. You only need to state the facts.
Your Honor, please see clearly. Li Chinho was driven by lust. He charged at my wife and groped her. In the chaos, blades had no mercy. Li Chinho ran into the sword himself. I was knocked out cold and barely survived. Every word is true. If I speak falsely, may I be struck by lightning. Continue. I want to hear what really happened in the Singlin Street case. What has seen?
Karma. He is threatening Zhao Shen through his family. If Zhao Shen flips now, all our plans will fall apart.
You claim Li Fei intended to commit wrongdoing. Do you have solid evidence? Over 10 elite guards died at the scene. Only you survived. Can his words be fully trusted? Honored officials. Even if Li Fei was at fault, he was still a court-appointed officer. How can we convict him on one man's word alone? Who is to say? This wasn't a coordinated setup. I obstructed law enforcement.
First, did the Northern Garrison have a valid warrant to arrest? Where is the victim? Second, if this were official business, Li Fei should have stepped aside when he saw me. Instead, he spoke filth and pressed in close. Third, you question my setup. Then, tell me how I could foresee that Li Fei would come to that place at that time. And how could a few people force over 10 elite guards into a chaotic fight? If I had such power, why would I be standing here today?
Yesterday, Feng was on duty. Since the Chenjianji incident, no warrant to Singling Street was ever issued. There is also no official case file against Lin Tingshu. No victim has filed a complaint.
This chilly arch, with whom we have no prior connection, has now voluntarily come forward to vouch for him. The winds within the embroidered uniform guard have already shifted.
Even if Lady Li violated protocol and acted on her own, he was still a fifth-rank court official. When did it become acceptable for a woman of the inner chambers to take up arms and take his life? If everyone followed this example, where would the authority of Great Jola stand?
I am but a mere woman, suddenly thrust into this ordeal. To this day, my heart remains unsettled. But I wish to ask this. If Li Fei had not first violated protocol and acted recklessly, if he had not pressed in on me at close range, where would all this trouble have originated? This calamity was set in motion by him.
Li Fei's death was brought upon himself. But the second prince insists on steering this case toward the trap of a woman, killing an official. This move is more ruthless than I anticipated.
Zheng Xia may have won, but that doesn't mean the law has won. This hurdle is the real killing blow.
Report. Your Honor, I wish to file an accusation. I accuse Centurion Zhao and Chili of conspiring to harm someone. 2 nights ago, I happened to overhear them speaking. Chiliarch said someone had paid a hefty sum to ensure young Master Lin enters alive, but never returns. How dare you, Wang Wu, in this court? Do you think you can spout baseless accusations? Guards, drag him out and interrogate him once he is sobered up. All testimonies on the crucial point that Li Fei, without official documents or cause, led his men to forcibly storm a private residence with provocative words and actions, triggering a fatal confrontation, corroborate one another without contradiction. Madam Xi's account that she resisted in self-defense out of necessity is reasonable and consistent with both logic and sentiment. This calamity was indeed set in motion by Li Fei's unlawful recklessness.
I only hope all you gentlemen will report the facts truthfully and clear her name, so as to reassure loyal ministers and good generals what the Grand Secretary requests is both reasonable and just. We will surely report the facts as they stand.
The moment Wang Wu spoke up, the nature of this case changed entirely. This risky move by Shan Shuo turned the Singlin Street bloodbath into a case of loyal descendants being framed. The Empress naturally leaned in their favor.
Zhang Shuo could orchestrate this from the hunting grounds. How many more cards does he have hidden up his sleeve? That move by Zhang Shuo, Wang Wu played it risky, but precise. He was at the Western Mountain hunting grounds, yet still managed to get me out of a jam.
Was that Wang Wu in court today your doing? Or Shan Shuo's handiwork?
Granddaughter had no knowledge of it.
Zhang Shuo's move was risky, but precise. The moment Wang Wu spoke, he elevated the case from a conflict and accidental killing to a deliberate setup against loyal descendants. Your husband's grasp of the Empress's intentions is nothing short of masterful.
Lan Yan, Zhang Shuo's mind runs deep as the sea. If one day, your interests diverge,
What will you do?
I must stay clear-headed at all times and know exactly where I stand.
In this world, people gather when there is gain and part when it is gone. Our bond was born from a calculated game of interests. I dare not expect total selflessness, nor will I be wholly dependent. I only hope that when our goals align, we can be each other's support. If true fancy ever arises, I hope we leave each other some room.
This granddaughter's clarity and composure far exceed her years. But that is exactly why I worry more. Those who see things too clearly often find true happiness the hardest to grasp. Go on. We'll talk once Zhang Shuo returns.
You're awake.
You're back. Why didn't you wake me?
You were sleeping so soundly.
Waking up and seeing you is wonderful. I thought I'd have to face all this alone. But the moment I woke and saw her, all my strength melted into dependence.
Missed me.
Eh. Did you miss me?
Yes. I missed my wife too.
Cousin, Joshua is still at the residence. Let's have dinner together. 1. To welcome you back. 2. To celebrate our first victory.
All right. Whatever you say.
Cousin. So, this is Joshua.
Brother-in-law.
This wine is a bit strong. A husband shouldn't drink too much.
I'm afraid my brother-in-law hasn't fully witnessed yet. All of Cousin's wild ideas. It seems the bond between you two. Cousins runs deep. Quite extraordinary. When it comes to laying out a long game, striking with precision, you've got me beat. My meager skills are hardly worth mentioning before you, brother-in-law. That's Wang Wu you arranged. Now that is a masterstroke that truly seals the deal. A childhood bond is always a little different, especially after sharing such a life-threatening ordeal.
He is jealous. At dinner. How interesting.
When he looks at his cousin, the closeness and trust in his eyes are completely different from how he looks at himself. That feeling doesn't sit well.
Husband. Don't block my way. I still want to talk to my cousin. About the partnership we discussed. Let's go with your proposal. You draft the contract. Jian Shou. I feel dizzy.
Forgive me, cousin. Lan Yin can't hold her liquor. I'll take her back to her room. Of course. Cousin's health comes first. This commander's possessiveness over Lan Yin has likely sunk into his very bones. Even me, her blood cousin, he has to guard against. She is still thinking about the partnership with her cousin while drunk. But right now, her leaning in my arms is all I want. No one gets to see her like this. She is mine, alone. Brother-in-law. Oh, brother-in-law. Don't you dare disappoint cousin.
Jian Shou. You always used to pick on me. Tonight, it is my turn to pick on you. Your body is amazing. I love it. Clothed, you just look tall and handsome, but undressed, you're even more toned and powerful. I love it. Lan Yin. Everything I said was true. That day he came toward me against the light. It felt like a person I'd been waiting for my whole life, but I don't know if that counts as love.
She said she likes me because I saved her that day. If what she calls liking is just gratitude, when she no longer needs saving, how much of that feeling will remain? Why do you like me?
Because that day, at the cottage in the countryside, you came when I thought I was about to die. You were wearing that crimson flying fish uniform, like you descended from the sky wrapped in the most dazzling light. You pulled me out of the mud. Right then, I knew my hero had arrived. How could I not fall for you?
That love at first sight before our marriage. It turned out to mean that chaotic, bloody moment. No, the records are clear. Before the marriage was arranged, her heart belonged to Prince Kang, Xuanyuan Muqing. Lan Ye. Say that again. Who is it you love?
Now let's see. You squirm.
Lan Ye. Tell me. Who is it you love?
Why? My darling husband, of course.
And what about Prince Kang, Xuanyuan Muqing?
Xuanyuan, Muqing. Who is that? Husband. What are you talking about? Jiangshe. I think I'm really falling in love with you. But, you're too deep. Can you scheme against me a little less? It is fine. Either way, you belong to me now. I can do whatever I want with you. Those eyes of yours are beautiful. Just too deep. Impossible to see through. That is not good.
Shi Lan Ye. That seductress from earlier, and the woman right now. They're the same person. She covered my eyes, forcing me to feel her as a woman. Does she even know what she is doing?
I want to love him. But he is too deep. I can't see what is in his heart. Can he scheme a little less? So, I can see clearly.
Why does she have no memory of the name Xuanyuan Muqing? Not even a trace. She barely mentions anything about her past. Her personality is completely different from what is on record. Shi Lan Ye, how many more secrets are you hiding from me? No, I need to ask her face to face. Get to the bottom of it. She is already asleep. Wait until she wakes up. I need to calm myself down. I need to keep my distance from her. Forget it. I'll just hold her while she sleeps. She looks so adorable. I won't ask her about it. Honestly, falling asleep like this in each other's arms is pretty nice. Forget Xuanyuan Muqing. Whoever he is, no one is happier than I am right now.
Water. Jiangshe. I want some water.
Is this water too cold? Is this water too hot? Looks like it is just right.
That is enough.
Since you've had enough, then let's continue what we were doing before.
Fine, stuff.
Less gimme. She said she really wants to fall in love with you. But if she truly fell for me, why is it that when Xuanyuan Muqing is brought up, she looks so confused? Does she really not remember? Or is she deliberately hiding something? Who the hell is this Xuanyuan Muqing?
I was drunk. Dragged him into bed. Even tied him up with rope. And he didn't even resist. Qingdai, prepare water for my bath and a change of clothes. Madam Young Master Lin came by at both the Chen and Sai hours. He said he'd return in the afternoon. Have breakfast and lunch been delivered to the master on time? Yes, both were sent. Qingdai also prepared some for Qingfeng and Shiyu.
Cousin, you're looking radiant, with a relaxed expression. Married life seems to be treating you well.
The household is quiet. No elders to greet at dawn and dusk. It is indeed more carefree. Cousin, the contract is drafted. The contract looks fine. As for the Huadi Bank drafts, what is the maximum cash withdrawal at one time?
5,000 POS per transaction. For 10,000, you need to schedule 5 days in advance. This bank has an excellent reputation. They've worked with the Lin family for years.
Huadi Bank. The owner's surname is Hua. If it weren't for the surname, I think the owner was a time traveler too. Moyu. Take my token. Bring the young master to the workshop in the rear courtyard. Demonstrate the entire distillation process from start to finish. Make sure to explain the key steps clearly.
Yes, sir. Cousin, you've thought of everything. Everything is well arranged. At this point, I truly admire you, brother. Once I verify everything, I'll deliver the first payment, as agreed.
Cooperation thrives on trust and convenience. Please. The money's about to land. The core technology is safely delivered. The first pot of gold is in hand, not relying on a man's charity, but earning it through my own ability. Time to move on to the next step. Why is this man out in broad daylight, looking like that? My heart skips a beat, for no reason.
My lady is back. I came home early today just to see you. Afraid you'd be upset, and it would break my heart.
He is genuinely worried. Worried that last night's outburst would scare me off. I'm not angry, and I'm not upset either. I actually do like it.
She said. She likes it. Not just brushing me off. She said it herself. How much do you remember from last night's drinking?
Bits and pieces. Most of it is a blur.
What kind of deal did you strike with your cousin?
I sold him the brewing method. He gives me 20% of the net profit each year.
The Singing Street case. The Emperor has already issued his decree. The entire Northern Bastille is to atone through merit. I'm afraid I'll be busy in the days ahead.
His busyness means pressure from the Emperor and undercurrents at court. The second wave is coming.
Aren't you afraid that if your strike misses, it'll backfire on you?
Precisely because even I myself, up to the moment before I struck, had never clearly thought about killing him. So, how could he predict it? The thought strikes like lightning. The strike aims for the element of surprise.
You're very confident in that blade of yours. A period of time. Training at the estate. Just 1 month. Shilanye. Is there something you're hiding from me?
I knew this question couldn't be dodged forever. No denial, no panic. If he wants to interrogate me, he'll have to trade something of equal value. Jianshe, are you trying to play a game with me? Truth or dare? We take turns asking questions. The one asked must answer truthfully. No lying. It is not just you who gets to probe and question me, yet you refuse to let me look into your past. There is no such logic in this world.
She admitted. She does have secrets.
The Madam's palace has sent word. Eunuch Wei has arrived on imperial orders.
Li Fei's death, he brought it upon himself. Zhang Chuo failed to discipline his men. Half a year's salary will be docked. Redeem himself through merit. Overhaul the northern garrison. Your servant accepts the decree and gives thanks. I will spare no effort to restore discipline.
Husband, are you brave enough to play this game?
My dear wife. She never fails to push, time and again, against the bottom line I keep lowering for her. I've read the first third of the brewing recipe. It is truly ingenious. I plan to set up a workshop in Jiangnan first. Raw materials and labor are easier to come by without drawing attention.
Cousin, you thought this through. There is one more thing I'd like to ask. Cousin, you travel far and wide for business. Could you help me find talented people? Someone fit to be a headmaster, not a pedantic type. Skilled craftsmen, especially those good with fine mechanisms, or reliable artisans for discreet work, or masters of food, clothing, shelter, and daily living. Don't be stingy with pay. Running a school can't rely on passion alone. The headmaster is the soul. The craftsmen are the backbone. Neither can be missing.
Good. I'll keep an eye out quietly, though the storm on Singland Street has settled. The connections involved still need to be reported to father soon. I'll leave the capital at dawn. Your sleeve crossbow is ready. See if it fits your needs.
Heavy. Just right. You've gone to such trouble, husband.
Go to the back courtyard and try it. Watch your force and aim. Your wrist is a bit heavy. Press your thumb right here. Steady your breath, calm your mind, and shoot.
I was a shooting coach for the SWAT team. I won't say every shot hits the bullseye, but I can shoot without missing.
This is not how a sheltered lady should handle a weapon. She is never seen. What else does she know? I understand her less and less. Have you ever trained with hidden weapons before?
Our training intensity and schedule, way better than your ancient times. As long as it works. Oh, by the way, husband, in a few days, I plan to go to the outskirts to check on my dowry estate. Checking the estate is a front. The real goal is claiming land. After the wedding, I studied the capital's maps closely. You scouted several locations, not far from the dowry estate. This area's terrain, water source, and transport routes all subtly align with the school plan. The hillside east of the estate seems to be lying fallow.
That is Leishi slope land, thin soil, can't hold water, can't grow crops, being fallow all along.
Take me to see it.
This stream runs year-round. It thins in the dry season, but never dries up.
Water source confirmed water. Road access and cover works for both a training ground and a shelter. This land is spacious. I plan to set up a free school here. Give the local kids who can't afford schooling a place to go. From the stream to the old locust tree to the edge of the low woods. How many mu in total? What is the land price?
At least 170 to 180 mu, counting the scattered dry plots. Land plus all fees, roughly 450 to 500 taels of silver.
I'm putting you in full charge of this. Get the deed done as soon as possible. Put it in my name. The free school front earns goodwill, without raising suspicion. The deed must be in my name. Not the John estates, not the Shi families. It is my ace in the hole, Shi Lanyans.
Rest assured, madam, I'll have the deed handled properly.
Any leftover silver, use it to fix the estate's drainage ditches and the tenants' cottages. Keep the books clear, and send them to the manor every season for review. Even charity needs a paper trail. Where the money goes must be visible. Buying wasteland and starting a school is just the beginning. School buildings, lecture halls, training grounds, even secret passages and shelters. My kingdom takes root in this patch of wild grass.
Two carriages collided up ahead. Road won't be clear for a while.
You're inside the inner city now, perfectly safe. Captain Zhao, take the men back to the manor and report in. I'll stroll around nearby, return a bit later.
Yes, ma'am.
He definitely left hidden lookouts. But this is enough. I need a moment free from surveillance to handle my own affairs.
Hey, yeah.
He showed up. The one the original owner truly cared about has arrived.
Hey, yeah. I heard about your engagement to the commander of the Brocade Guard. If you have even the slightest reluctance, though my power is limited, I will surely find a way.
Prince, please watch your words. My marriage was decreed by Her Majesty, the Empress Dowager. The imperial grace is boundless. How could there be any coercion? The one the original owner truly cared about is him. This heart-wrenching impulse. Is it the lingering emotional memory of the body? Not mine, yet terrifyingly real.
Lanya, are you doing well? Does he treat you well? Sir, your wife seems to be receiving guests on the second floor. Xuanyuan, Mu Qing. He is back in the capital. Prince Kung only returned today, and coincidentally ran into my wife. What a stroke of fate. The prince catching up with my wife. Am I interrupting? Commander John, Mu Qing merely ran into your wife, and exchanged a few pleasantries.
His hand came up again. At that moment, the original owner's reaction was suppressed. He steadied me. Thank you for your concern. Prince, I am well now. My husband treats me with nothing but kindness. Since my husband has come for me, and our conversation is done, let us return.
Having seen your wife well today, Mu Qing is at ease. Farewell. Farewell, Prince. She spoke perfectly. Is it an act, or is it real? Marrying Don Chua is trickier than marrying the second prince. At least with the second prince, she was a pawn with a clear, painful role. I could define my position. But now, every plan I had going forward is clouded with uncertainty.
He is holding back. But the more he holds back, the clearer it is that Xuanyuan Mu Qing's appearance got under his skin.
Back to the manor. Why is your face so pale?
What answer does my lord expect from me? I saw someone I shouldn't have, so you feel guilty. Joshua, you demand honesty from me. What about yours before this? We share the risks together, but your first question is always to scrutinize and guess. The game I proposed was bridge, not asking you to stand on the opposite bank and keep watching to see if I'm suspicious. If you think crossing over is too risky, then just tell me plainly. I can save my energy too, and just hold on to my own peace.
If you want to come to my side, fine. But once you step on, there is no turning back. You saw Xuanyuan Mu Qing's face turn pale, her breath unsteady. Do you still have any lingering feelings for this man? Even a shred?
He was interrogating a prisoner, treating me like a suspect to be forced into confession. I will never accept that kind of treatment.
Me lady.
Step back.
She called out from outside the carriage wall. The moment she said step back, her voice didn't tremble. Her composure made me even more uneasy. Who exactly is she keeping secrets for? Has he ever touched your hand?
My lord, if you admit you're jealous, I'll tell you whether I still have feelings for him.
You think you can muddy the waters with flippant tricks and dodge the real issue? I'm not falling for that.
When you pinned me to the ground just now, you cupped the back of my head with your hand. That hand shifted just a fraction and cushioned between my head and the cold wooden floor. So, I have no lingering feelings for him, and I don't like him either. As for why, my face went pale. That question is one I need to find the answer to myself. His instinctive protective gesture doesn't lie. His words were interrogating me, but his body was shielding me. Why would he test me this way? Yet, I can hardly resist any intimate contact with him.
He didn't pull away from my closeness because he'd seen 轩辕母亲. I put my suspicion on hold. Replacing it was a surging rush of palpitation and possessive satisfaction. Next time you see someone from your past and your face goes pale, no need to explain. Just let me see it directly.
We're here.
His jealousy is like a knife without a sheath. Hurting her hurts me too, but I didn't push him away.
Remember this clearly. You are Janchi's wife, in your eyes and heart. You'd better only keep what should be kept. A bridge can be built, but every plank must be inspected inch by inch. Every rivet must be hammered in one by one. You're quite brave. Protecting you is my duty, my lord.
Your men certainly know their place.
Back to the manor.
Shanshuo, where are you going?
The study in the west wing.
My back hurts a bit. I don't want Qing Dai and the others to know.
Take off your clothes. Let me see. I hit too hard. Does it hurt?
Zhang Shuo, you're bullying me. My fault. My lord, I'm fine now. You should go.
Aye. For the wound on your back, change the dressing on time. If you need anything, have Qingjing fetch it from my study.
I've played my part too well. If I don't pull back now, I'll never be able to. How many days can a lovesick fool survive in a capital full of daggers? His shell is too hard. My meager sincerity can only leave a trace of moisture. It will never melt him. Madam, dinner is ready. Today is the 2nd day of the 6th month. The kitchen has prepared dumplings. I crossed over on the 14th day of the 4th month. Today marks exactly the 49th day. 7 times 7 is 49. It is time. Time to give the original owner closure, and to draw a clean line between me and Zhang Chuo's marriage. Go fetch Qing Yi. Yes. Immediately prepare incense, candles, and spirit money, white plain candles, and 1 set of gold foil ingot paper money each. Also, retrieve a 7-strings zither from the storeroom, the one the original owner loved most in life. Yes. As long as the original owner's obsession lingers, my marriage will always have her standing between us. Tonight, I need to end this.
He is too calm. So calm it makes my heart race. I did hurt her, not her flesh. Something softer. Was I really wrong? Once this thought surfaced, it hit with a nearly dizzying unfamiliar shock. I'm used to weighing right and wrong, interests, and the situation. But I never once weighed what was right or wrong for her.
Have Mo you prepare 2 fast horses. You're coming with me out of the city, to that farmhouse on the outskirts. Make sure we're back before the city gates close. Change into night clothes and wear the wind veil. No one can recognize us. After 49 days, it is time to settle this. The original owner's obsession can't keep controlling me. Otherwise, there will always be her standing between John Shuo and me. After I leave, you stand guard outside the main room. If my husband asks, just say I've already turned in. No one is allowed inside. But, madam, just do it. John Shuo can't know about tonight. If he finds out I went to pay respects to the original owner, he'll only grow more suspicious of how much Xuanyuan Wuqing means to me.
Madam went to the estate on the outskirts today. Give the estate manager a 500 tael banknote. Order him to purchase about 200 mu of wasteland. Say it is for setting up a free school. Assemble a squad of capable, sturdy men. If Madam leaves the residence, follow and protect her discreetly. Her safety is the top priority. Yes. Go fetch, Steward Lai. After I'm gone, if Madam makes any withdrawals, anything under 1,000 taels, just comply. No need to report back to me.
You all hold position 30 meters outside the perimeter. No matter what sounds you hear, without my order, no one is allowed to approach. Understood? This place is where I first fought for my life after waking up. Tonight, I settle this once and for all. The original owner's obsession and my past. I bury them both here together. Shilanian, are you here? I'm the one who took over your body. If you want it back, I'll return it to you. If you want to leave this world and enter the cycle of reincarnation, then go. I'll do my best to protect your parents and your grandfather. As for the kindness your uncle showed me, I'll find a way to repay it in full. As for your lover, Xuanyuan Muqing, I have nothing I can give him. This identity is now Lady John. This is the most honest promise I can make to the original owner. Not a fuyan, not hypocrisy. It is everything I'm capable of. She is gone. The girl who belonged to this body. Her soul finally let go of its obsession. Rest in peace. From now on, this body belongs to me alone. No trace of another soul remains to disturb my mind.
Qingting, slow down. Curve ahead. The jungle's too dense. The moonlight's almost swallowed by the canopy.
The original owner's obsession just faded. My battle is only beginning.
Protect the young lady.
The lingering stiffness from the original owner is completely gone. My body's reaction speed and combat instincts are now perfectly fused. Their movements are slightly clearer to my eyes now.
Young lady, to your rear, right?
Mayu. Shut up. Don't beg for forgiveness. You two handle it together. I'm going ahead. After tonight, this body belongs to me completely. No one else's remnants remain.
Get on the carriage. Are you hurt?
No. The blood is all theirs.
Go back to your room and change first. I'll be waiting in the study.
2. He is waiting for me in the study. An interrogation or a concern. I don't have the strength to tell right now, or to deal with it. Bathing with my back to the water. Madam, your back. Hand it over. Just bruising. Help me apply medicine and rub it out later. Baidi, go to the study. Tell the young master. I'm exhausted today, feeling unwell. Whatever it is, we'll discuss it tomorrow. Yes, madam. This is my boundary. I won't hand him all my vulnerability the moment it happens. Not unless he learns how to catch it.
The madam was ambushed by 13 assassins, killed 4, wounded 2. Moyu took a hit to the shoulder.
The madam said she is utterly exhausted today, feeling a bit unwell. If you have matters, sir, could they wait until tomorrow?
Is she hurt?
The madam has wounds on her back. Nowhere else.
Understood. Let her rest well. It is fine if she is tired. But why does this we'll talk tomorrow? Hurt more than any blade. This was my plan for this marriage. Keep distance. Each takes what they need, no interference. But now that it has become reality, no sound of her, soft breathing by my ear, no scent of fresh grass at my nose, only cold silence, the smell of ink and sandalwood. A strange, hollow feeling, quietly creeping into my heart, like a winter night, where no quilt can ever get warm.
She said, "You're bullying me."
Not I hate you. That leaves me with no escape, far more than hatred would.
Let's spar. A few rounds. Your moves are getting sharper, miss, and harder to predict. After the original soul's remnant faded, the body and spirit aligned, reaching an unprecedented level. That long-lost sharpness is back. The instant read of distance, timing, and shifts in an opponent's center of gravity. This isn't gradual improvement. It is a fundamental transformation. When he is not here, keep it for protection. But when he is here, do I really trust him to keep me safe? Last night he gave me the answer. He can't. Not unwilling, but unable. True, safety isn't given by Ganshuo, it is built by myself. My kingdom will be established inch by inch from the thoughts penned at this desk. Put your clothes on slowly. Don't pull at the wound. The heavy gloom and anger from yesterday actually eased quite a bit because of his exaggerated reaction. This kid blushes way too easily. You look full of energy. Rest up well and recover quickly. I still have plenty of work waiting for you.
Yes. I'll recover as fast as I can.
Go to Baiji later to collect your reward. 10 taels for the Moyu sleeve, crossbow blueprint. 100 taels for running the Qingying distilled liquor recipe. 200 taels for Moyu's greater contribution.
Thank you for your generosity, miss.
Clear rewards and punishments are the most basic way to manage people. Money is the surest way to soothe the heart. That is also what builds the most loyalty. Qingyi. Mastering the art of trade requires more than just mutual force. Do you think we can find a reliable bookkeeper out there? Not from a noble family. Clean and honest, skilled in mathematics, but with no powerful backing to cling to. There is an old failed scholar in the southern part of the city. His wife passed away from illness. No children, no relatives. He makes a living by writing letters for others, barely getting by. This man is usable. Go look into him. If there is no cause for concern, bring him to see me. Talent is always the hardest problem to solve. The bookkeeper is settled. Still need the academy head and the craftsman. But can't rush it. Every position must withstand scrutiny. My kingdom isn't handed to me by men. Isn't propped up by family connections. It is built on ability and method. That is what no one can ever take away.
How about making boiled fish in chili oil again next time? She said my stomach condition can't handle spicy food. Having a wife really changes things. Finally, someone cares enough to keep me in check. The methods I use against criminals and enemies, I turned them on her. The tears in her eyes and the bruises on her back are the proof. Maybe tonight, I should go back to the main house for dinner. The night she was drunk, she said you wore that crimson flying fish robe, like you were draped in blinding light. She actually fell for that. Wei Duozhai's signature dish. Thought you might like it. Had Qingfeng pick it up on the way? Try it while it is hot.
It is quite good. Thank you, husband. That's a red robe. He used these to break the ice. Clumsy, but effective. I really can't stand seeing him in red yet. I want to see it anyway. This man, he is going to be the death of me.
Moyu's injuries. Dr. Wang says he is recovering well. The outskirts of the capital have been unsettled lately. When you go out from now on, bring more guards, or let me know in advance. I'll arrange protection.
Thank you for your concern, my lord. I know what I'm doing, and I'll be extra careful.
I heard you're planning to buy 200 acres of wasteland to set up a free school.
That is building up some merit.
Not a bad idea. If you need some extra funds, the government accounts or I myself can cover it.
How much are you thinking of investing, sir?
Would 2,000 tiles be enough to start? If it is not enough later, we can discuss more.
That is plenty. Thank you, sir. He offered the silver on his own. Only a fool would turn that down. Running a free school also looks good for his official reputation. It is an investment that benefits both sides. Go. 1.
About last night's attack. Anything you want to tell me?
Just people who don't want to see us living peacefully. It always comes down to those vested interests. You see through everything, sir. I'm sure you already have a lead.
Leave what happens next to me. You don't need to worry about it anymore.
When he said us, there was no judgment in his tone, only protection. This is John Chua's way of apologizing. He won't admit he is wrong, but he'll make up for it with actions. How is the progress on the Northern Garrison inspection, sir?
Zhao Guangxin has been suspended. Feng Zheng is acting in his place. He is the Emperor's man. But I took the opportunity to place my own people in as well.
What happened to Zhao Shun after that?
That man comes from humble origins, but he has got some wit. Knows how to read the room. He is in a tough spot right now. If you're short on help, madam, he is worth considering.
He is not good at apologizing, so he makes up for it with protecting information and showing respect. John Chua's gentleness is indeed harder to resist than his toughness. The gentler it is, the more I need to be on guard. A soft blade cuts just as deep.
Hey Ying, can you tell me what you went there to do last night?
Wearing red to buy duck with ginger, giving silver and sharing information. Is this a change in tactics? But I do fall for it. What do I do to make a clean break? That is the place where I first fought for my life after waking up. To bury something there. To leave that Xilan Yin who could only be at others' mercy. Completely behind in that place. And to let go of the obsessions that shouldn't be affecting me.
What did you burn?
My Qing. I won't be playing it anymore.
So you switched to martial arts instead. What is wrong with that?
Isn't that more fitting for the wife of the commander of the embroidered uniform guard?
From now on, wherever you want to go, just tell me and I'll go with you. Don't go risking your life alone anymore.
Are you planning to sleep here?
I'm afraid you still don't like me being close, so I thought we'd sleep separately if the servants were to see me here with you. It wouldn't look good for your reputation.
There is no need for all that. You have court at dawn tomorrow. If you don't sleep well, it'll only hurt your work. Just come up here. It is hot out, so use this instead. That one's too heavy. I'm afraid you won't sleep well.
Why is this dagger placed here?
I put it there for protection while you're away.
Did Ayin get medicine on her back?
Already done. Gentle enough to be deadly with every strike. How is Moyu's injury today?
It is superficial. The flesh is slowly closing up. With a bit more rest, he should be fine.
Have either of you ever heard of suturing techniques?
This method is mostly seen among border troops or the northern tribes. It is occasionally used to treat severe wounds. Our dynasty's physicians haven't widely adopted it. Among those who did, cases of infection and abscess were far more numerous than those who weren't sutured. 6 or 7 out of 10 struggled to recover fully, so most remain cautious about it.
If the suturing method is done properly, the thread and instruments used, even the surgeon's hands, all kept strictly clean. The wound is first cleansed of all filth and toxins. Afterward, medicines to reduce inflammation and promote healing are applied. For deeper wounds, after suturing, could it reduce the chance of reopening and actually aid in healing?
From a medical standpoint, if we truly could prevent toxins from invading and bring the wound edges into tight alignment, then perhaps it could indeed improve recovery. It might even reduce scarring. But achieving that level of strict cleanliness, that is easier said than done. Suturing itself demands great precision in needle depth and stitch spacing. One slight mistake, and it does more harm than good, precisely because of that.
It is all the more worth exploring. I once read in a tattered old book about using strong liquor to repeatedly wipe the wound and instruments. The surgeon would also wash hands with liquor and cover the mouth and nose. For thread, mulberry bark fiber or fine hemp thread could be used. Even the long threads taken from sheep intestines, which kind is truly the best. Exactly why two people are needed to test them, one by one with rigorous methods.
Since you, madam, have such a grand vision and have thought it through so thoroughly, even citing fine examples of overseas methods, if you, madam, can provide the necessary conveniences, I am willing to join Brother Wong in devoting ourselves to this research.
The problem of high-proof later, I will handle it. I'll have a room prepared today for the two of you to conduct your research. Please list everything you need in detail. Don't worry about the cost. Go directly to Stuart Lee to draw the funds.
We will give it our all, and not let you down.
Not parachuting in a miracle doctor, but organizing professionals to experiment. The value of modern medical knowledge lies not in my ability to treat, but in knowing where the direction is and guiding the right people toward it.
That plot of land outside the capital, including the scattered wasteland deeds around it. All here, 260 mu in total. Asking price is 378 taels. All expenses total 445 taels. Remaining silver, 55 taels. In the box along with the land deeds.
This was handled very well. Silver was saved, and the boundaries were expanded. Keep the remaining silver for yourself. You'll still need to oversee the land leveling afterward. Yes. The land deed falls under my name. 260 mu. Not under the John estate. Not under the Shi family. It is my trump card, Shi Lanyans. That former brocade guard, Zhao Shen. Go find him. Bring him to see me.
That man was stripped of his rank and dismissed from office. May I ask why you, madam, wish to summon him?
I have my reasons. You just need to find him and bring him here. If you find it difficult, or are unsure of the boundaries, feel free to go ask your master directly.
Understood.
Not one of our own. They're never quite as easy to work with. When I returned to the city, someone handed this to me, saying it was from someone in the Kang Manor. Why did you accept his things? I saw that day when you, miss, happened to run into the Prince of Kang. I thought you still had feelings for him. I was wrong. Please punish me, my lady. Rise and speak. Xingying, if it were you, between the Master and Prince Kang, who would you choose? The Master carries an imposing authority. He inspires fear. Prince Kang is gentle and refined, like a warm spring breeze. His manner puts people at ease. If we speak purely of how it feels to be around them, I believe Prince Kang might be easier to grow close to. Zhang Shuo is a cold, hard iceberg. Shenya Nu Qing is a warm, soothing jade. But being easy to approach doesn't mean he is worthy of trust. A spring breeze can also be the gentlest trap. Knowing full well, I am the Emperor-appointed commander, and my title as his wife is already set. He still secretly sent me a silk handkerchief. That spring breeze. Isn't it a bit ill-timed? Xingying, make a trip to the northern garrison personally. Hand him this box face-to-face. Tell him the truth of the matter. One look and he'll understand. Ask him to weigh and handle it as he sees fit. If he needs my cooperation, I'm willing. Yes, my lady. I'll go at once. If I want to keep walking forward with Zhang Shuo, I cannot let old feelings leave new cracks between us. What I chose isn't Prince Kang's tenderness, but handing Zhang Shuo the awkward truth. That is the greatest sincerity I can offer.
What else did your lady say? Oh.
My lady said to handle this matter as you see fit. If you need her cooperation, she is willing.
Your lady certainly knows how to pass the buck. Siu has returned to the residence.
The lady is receiving a Mr. Zhao in the front main hall. Master, this is iced mung bean soup. The lady had the kitchen prepare it this morning. From now on, as the weather warms, she'll have some prepared daily to cool you down and lift your spirits.
Once the lady finishes her business up front, she asks you to come to her chamber.
The note is no longer a hidden reef, but a gesture of sincerity I place willingly in his hands. I could have hidden it from you, but I chose not to.
Since she entered this household, I've rarely seen her behave like other noble ladies. In dress and spending, she, as the commander's wife, lives far too simply. Yet everyone in this house, no one dare show her the slightest disrespect for her simplicity. Her very presence is a silent authority and quiet confidence. She is no vine clinging for support, but someone who can stand shoulder to shoulder with me, even clearing the way ahead for me, like a sturdy tree.
My lord is back. Ayin. I missed you. My lord, what is wrong?
I met Zhao Shan today. He is still useful.
He performed well enough. I gave him a task to handle. My lord mentioned him. You must have your reasons.
If your free school gets off the ground, there'll be 1,000 things to sort out at first. You need capable and trustworthy people by your side. What do you think of Zhao Qi?
Today I sent Zhao Qi to find Zhao Shun. He hesitated when he received the order. Deputy Commander Zhao is certainly a fine talent. But the people I need, my lord, must above all be absolutely loyal to me. Jian Shuo. What I've always wanted from you is never your guilt, but a fair choice.
Absolute loyalty. I understand. I'll handle Zhao Qi myself. You'll have people who satisfy you.
Thank you, my lord.
Aye,
Huh.
she is no Vi, but a mighty tree, and how fortunate I am to stand beside him. The moment she handed over that note, she told me with the most humiliating honesty, what I choose is not tenderness. It is you.
How fortunate he is. And how fortunate I am.